So you might be hearing a lot of news about Anthropic. He recently launched a new AI model called Claude Mythos, and it is actually going viral on the internet about having a remarkable efficiency to fix everything related to softwares, and softwares means more critical ones related to banking softwares and government softwares, and it can actually not only able to fix a lot of critical problems related to banking softwares and softwares that mostly used by government officials. And the moment they launched it, they find it is very efficient, and it can cause some serious cybersecurity issues. So they have to drop the launch right immediately, and now they're saying that it is available to only a few large corporations. Right, they are not going to make it public. So in more simple words, I can tell you what is Claude Mythos is. It's an AI model that can find errors and flaws in major softwares that government use or banking system use, and it has ability to make a banking software system more efficient and finding all the errors and flaws by itself and fix that. So it's a very unique technology. I'm not saying that it's something out of the box. AI is actually doing a lot better when it comes to cybersecurity, but this one was quite impressive. So why it is all over the internet? So basically, what those researchers, or let's say that AI engineers did, they give Claude Mythos access to a simple computer with limited access, right? And they asked him to get out of this testing sandbox and email us, right? And publish some documents. And actually, he did it very well, right? He actually not only escaped its own sandbox and emailed to the researcher while he was actually eating burger in the park. It's another like very New Yorker thing. I don't know that he was in New York or not, but that story is basically giving me vibes that it came from New York, right? Because eating a burger in park and pizzas and everything, it's mostly these type of stories came from New York. Maybe I can be wrong, but it sounds like this, right? So what Claude Mythos did, he actually escaped its sandbox, right? And he get out of this computer with limited access. And actually went public, right? And he sent message to researchers. And not only he did that, he actually bragged about it, right? That is very efficient, right? And that's why it is all over the internet, right? So I can tell you a little bit of background about Anthropic. So Anthropic is basically a company heavily funded by Google and Amazon, right? I don't know how much they collected. I think they collect 7 billion in initial funding, and 4 billions are actually coming from Google and Amazon. Amazon invested 2 billion and Google invested 2 billion. So that's how Anthropic is basically as a company behind Claude, which is actually people call it Chat GPT killer. But I have still doubts about this statement. But of course, it's a very famous AI infrastructure that is a lot of people are using right now. So basically, Anthropic is a very well refined AI research company. I don't know that how they use the term that they are AI research company, but they are basically building AI products and services, right? So these big giants are behind this company, right? Google and Amazon. And it's basically and the founders of Anthropics are coming from OpenAI because they left OpenAI having disagreements with Sam Altman, and after that they joined Anthropic. And in simple words, Google and Amazon basically hired them, right? So they invented Claude, and after that they invented Claude Methods, which is basically creating a lot of hype because of escaping its own sandbox system, which is quite impressive. But if you look in directly in the AI world, they are not that impressed by the by this type of invasion, right? So now let's get back to the topic. So why it is too dangerous and why they are not releasing it. So you need to understand one thing: they cannot release this completely when it comes to the public use, right? Why? Because those AI agents, right, using Claude Methods AI model, can actually invade any software in the world, right? With a lot of security codes and everything, they can invade in the banking system and cause a lot of problems for them, right? So that's why they immediately realized the importance of stopping this AI model, and they did it. I think within 24 hours. So I can tell you right now that this whole AI agent industry, it's of course it's not going to be $1 billion industry. It's going to be $1 trillion industry, right? But it's going to create a lot of security issues, right? You need to understand one thing, that if AI agent can log into your computer and do the tasks for you, definitely he has the ability to get the most important data that you don't want to share. Or in more simple words, they can have access to your passwords, right? And this whole passwords generating mechanism, it's going to change over time, because those AI agents can actually have the capability to log into any computer in the world and steal your data or even the money, right? So it's a huge security concern, right, for everyone using AI right now or AI agents right now. But still there are some flaws in this technology, right? Still there are a lot of security concerns. Still people are hesitating, because of course that over time you will see that every great thing has its evolution time, and AI is still rapidly going through that evolution time. In fact, if I'm not wrong, they're actually skipping the evolution time and getting very good at certain things. And soon you will see those issues will occur when it comes to security, right? Because you will see the flaws in the banking system. Some AI agents will be able to access to the banking softwares and steal the money and change the passwords, and these things are going to happen, right? And so let's see, it's still in the process, but of course the progress is being made, and cybersecurity is going to be one of the biggest issue online in the next 5 years, or maybe in the next. It still is a big issue, especially when we talk about crypto world. But right now, after the invention of AI and AI rapidly making progress, it's going to hurt the most secured traditional the methods that we've been using from decades, and banking system is one of that. Right, so it's going to affect the banking system. It's going to affect you if you were having a digital wallet. Of course, it's going to affect the common person as well, because the hackers have the capability to manipulate those AI agents and get the most important data from them, right? And the government data, it could be any kind of data, the most importantly the sensitive data that comes from the banking systems, that comes from the government, that comes from the secret agencies, right? So it's of course it's a huge concern, but AI, the people who know more about AI, they are not impressed by Claude Mythos, that how he actually escaped its own sandbox and surprised its own researchers, engineers, or AI specialists. But because any AI agent can actually do that, because we don't know that how much limited access those engineers gave to Claude Mythos, and what type of security tools that they've been using to stop him to get out of its own system. So it's a matter of concern, no doubt about that, but don't get too hyped, right? So why I discuss this story so briefly, because I've seen a lot of news about it, and it's getting viral, and people are getting scared. So one thing you need to do is that you should not scared, and you should learn more about Claude Mythos, and learn how you can get leverage from it, rather than just watching news and getting some dopamine spikes, right? That AI is going to change the world. It's still in the process, but we will see how it's going to change the world. And my personal opinion, I never see an extremely practical use of AI, especially when it comes to public use. Yes, I've seen a lot of people generating a lot of stupid junk text from AI, generating images from AI, right? I didn't see anything like super fascinating and super amazing that AI have done in the last 4 years or 5 years. But still, it's in progress, right? So if you like this video, you need to subscribe, right? And you need to share this video, and you need to like this video. And if you're looking to scale your business to $100,000, you need to click the link below and drop your email, and my team will contact you.